Okay, so we're going to look at editing an image right within the HTML editor within WAVES2 CMS. So right here, I've brought up a page. It's our thank you page. When somebody submits a form, they get a thank you page, and we're trying to direct them to another page, and we're doing so with this WAVES2 social media image. So if I hop back over to the CMS, I'll show you how we can edit this image. We can change its pixel dimensions, we can add borders, we can add margins, we can add alt tags right within the HTML editor. So over here in the CMS, I've already navigated to the page that we're going to work with, this thank you request quote page. So I'm just going to expand this so I have a little bit more workspace. I'm going to press edit content. And you know what? I'm going to expand this again. Okay, so my image is already on the page, but if I want to make any changes to that image, I'm just going to select it. And once selected, down here at the bottom, you'll see I have all of these options. I can change the width and the height right here, the border color, the width of the border, add an alt tag, or if I have an image style already defined in my style sheet, I can select that from here. I can change the alignment, so if I want the image to align top, left, right, or center. And if I go here to image properties, it's the same information, just in a different interface. So it's a little bit more robust. So I could have done it right where I was, but instead when I hit image properties, I can make sure if I change my width and height that I can click this and the pixels will change proportionally rather than me taking a guess at it and distorting the image. So if I feel this is a little bit too wide and I want to bring it down to about 225 pixels wide, and I click that so that the width and the height are connected like a chain. That's a chain icon. If I want to change the border color, I can make it red. If I want there to be a 20 width border, I'll do that as well. If I want an alt tag for this image, we'll call it WAVES2 social media, so that when someone hovers over that image, they'll have the alt tag. I can put a longer description on it. I might want the image to align left rather than where it is now. Automatically comes in is the image source, so this is the path of where the image exists. If I want to add margins, top right, bottom left, I can, or like I said below, apply a CSS style sheet to it. So I'm just going to press OK. Ooh, looks good. And once I've done that, I can again make any adjustments. Maybe I do want the image distorted and it shouldn't be 225, it's a little too wide. Right here I can change that to 220, enter the border color. Maybe I want it to be blue, maybe that looks a little bit better. The width, maybe a little bit too much for me, 10. And also, I didn't mention it, but if you click on the image, you can do this as well. So you want to keep everything in proportion, but this is possible. Okay, and the only way to get to this image area is to make sure that the image is selected. Without it, you can't access that. So make sure the image is always selected. So I'll just save my changes. And while that's saving and analyzing, I'll come over to the page and assume that it's almost done. I'll press refresh. There it is. That's how you can change an image and work with it within the HTML editor, editing any page.